All right, welcome to The Explainer. So, you're a new university student, right? You're about to step into this world of freedom, opportunity, and yeah, a ton of new responsibilities. Today, we're going to talk about something that is, no joke, one of the most crucial skills you'll need to master: your time. So, let's get right into it and build that blueprint for your success.
Just look at that glorious empty space. This is pretty much where you are right now, isn't it? Starting university is like getting handed a completely blank calendar. It's a totally clean slate, a huge opportunity. But let's be real, staring at all that blank space, it can feel, well, a little intimidating. And hey, if looking at that makes your heart pound a little, you are so not alone. I mean, think about it. You're juggling a much heavier workload, a brand new social scene, and, oh yeah, trying to take care of yourself. It's a massive adjustment. But don't you worry. We've got a clear step-by-step plan to help you turn all that overwhelm into pure confidence. So here's the game plan. First, we'll get a handle on the challenge itself. Then we'll walk through 4 key steps. We'll draft your blueprint, get you the right tools, actually build the schedule, and then, the most important part, learn how to live with it and adapt. All right, first things first, let's really get what this challenge is all about. See, university life, it pulls you in like a million different directions at the same time. It's this constant balancing act, right? You've got your classes, this new social life, maybe a job, and, just being a person. Nailing that balance, that's the foundation for literally everything else. Okay, so let's get super practical. Step 1, we're drafting the blueprint. And just like a builder, you can't start without knowing what materials you've got. For your schedule, your materials are all the things you have to do and all the things you want to do. Basically, you can think of your time breaking down into 3 main buckets. First up, academics. Duh, that's why you're here. Then you have your personal stuff. We're talking sleep, health, friends, family, all that good stuff. And finally, extracurriculars. The clubs, sports, or jobs that really round out the whole university experience. The key here is to find a balance that actually works for you. All right, this is where you gotta get really specific. Seriously, right now, pause if you need to, grab a piece of paper or open a doc, and just start listing it all out. For academics, write down every single class and lab. And be honest, how much study time do you really think you'll need? For extracurriculars, list out those club meetings, those work shifts. And this is a big one. Don't just hope personal time will happen. When are you going to sleep, eat, exercise? Just chill? Put it all on the page. Okay, now for a tip that is, and I'm not exaggerating, an absolute game changer. It's not just about how much time you have. It's about the quality of that time. Think about it. Are you a morning person who can just plow through a dense chapter before anyone else is even awake? Or does your brain only really switch on after the sun goes down? Being real with yourself about your own energy cycles and then scheduling your hardest stuff for when you're at your peak, wow, it will make you so much more effective, it's not even funny. All right, so you've got your list of commitments. Now it's time to fill up your toolbox. I mean, a blueprint is totally useless if you don't have the tools to actually build the thing, right? So this next part is all about the powerful techniques that are going to help you put your plan into action. First tool in the box, let's bust the myth of multitasking. We all think we're great at it, but the science is crystal clear. It just doesn't work. Just look at the comparison here. Multitasking means divided focus, which pretty much always leads to lower quality work and a lot more stress. But when you focus on just one thing at a time, that's where you get that deep concentration, higher productivity, and you just feel way less overwhelmed. And hey, if you struggle with that focus thing, and who doesn't, here is a fantastic tool for you. It's called the Pomodoro Technique. It's so simple. You set a timer for 25 minutes, and for those 25 minutes, you give one single task your absolute undivided attention. No emails, no phone, nothing. When that timer dings, you take a short 5-minute break, do 4 of those little cycles, and then you get to take a longer break. It's genius. It's just an amazing way to make these giant tasks feel totally manageable and to keep your brain from burning out. Okay, here are a few more must-haves for your toolkit. Time blocking, that's where you give every single block of time in your day a specific job.
Prioritizing, pretty self-explanatory, but it helps you do the most important stuff first. And now two of the most critical ones that people always forget. First, be flexible. You've got to build in some buffer time because, well, life happens. And second, be realistic. You're not trying to create a schedule for a perfect robot. You're trying to create an effective schedule for a real human. For you.
All right, you've got the blueprint, you've got the tools. Now it's time for step 3. Let's build the actual schedule. This is where the rubber meets the road and we design your week.
So here's the play-by-play. First, pick your weapon of choice. Physical planner, a digital calendar, whatever clicks for you is the right one. Next, plug in all the stuff that's set in stone. Your classes, labs, work shifts, get those in first. Then, block out that study time. And remember to put it in your peak energy slots. But, and listen, this is so important. You have to schedule your breaks and your self-care. Time for the gym, for your hobbies, for seeing friends. That is not leftover time. It's a non-negotiable part of a schedule that you can actually stick with.
So you've built it. You're all done, right?
Well, not quite. And this brings us to our final step, which is maybe the most important one of all. You've got to understand that your schedule is not carved in stone. It's a living, breathing document. This right here, this mindset is what will make or break your entire system. The goal is an effective schedule, not a perfect one. Things are going to change. A class is going to be way harder than you thought. You're going to find some awesome new club you want to join. You know, life is going to happen. The real skill here is learning to look at your week, see what's working, what isn't, and just be ready to adjust on the fly.
And to really make this thing stick, you have to know what might trip you up. So get real with yourself. What are your personal procrastination triggers? We all have them. Once you know what they are, you can plan for them. You know, create a study space where your phone is in another room. If a project feels overwhelming, just break it down into tiny, tiny little steps. And please, remember that your advisors and mentors are there to help. Ask them to take a look, get their feedback.
So let's wrap it up with this. Your schedule, it's not just some boring to-do list. It is the actual blueprint for your entire first year. It's the foundation that's going to support your grades, your personal growth, and just your sanity. You've got the plans, you've got the tools. So the only question left is, what are you going to build?